My name is William L. Chin, but growing up in Chinatown when I was a kid and now doing business in Chinatown, everybody calls me Bill Chin. I was born at the Swedish Hospital in 1925, grew up in Chinatown, and I grew up on the Gundip building, which is on 7th Avenue between Jackson and King. See, my dad came over to Seattle in 1911, and right then and there he joined the Oak Tin Association, and he's been an active member ever since then. So because my dad was active with the Oak Tin Association, I wanted to be a member also, and stay active with the association. Well, this room, I guess, it was mainly, I guess, it was like the main dining room where, you know, they had their lunch and dinner and so forth, you know. And but you gotta have, you know, in those days, I mean, it was a community bath, you know, and they all had rooms like a dormitory, you know, and down the hall there'll be a powder room, you know. It was all men living here, and I could understand why, because like I said before, in those days immigration was so tough on the Chinese people that they couldn't get their children and wife over, but they all got along, you know. I mean, you know, I guess they got together and played pai gyu and play mahjong and stuff like that. But I tell you one thing, it was a noisy place though, because there'll be maybe 5 or 6 mahjong games going on at the same time. You know, you hear the clatter of mahjong, you know, yeah. And it was really a noisy place. And they're all talking in Chinese, you know, and I didn't know what they were talking about, all Chinese. Discrimination was real tough. And you got to hand it these old timers. They had it really rough, you know. In fact, they had no subsidies. They weren't being supported by the taxpayers, you know. It's a little different today, you know. People coming over today, you know, they get no support from the taxpayers, you know. In the old days, the reason why they formed these associations was for more or less for protection and security, you know. Because if somebody wants to have an extra grind against another member, you know, they'll go up to the Oak Tin Hall in front of the council and decide who's right, who's wrong. That's it. But nowadays, I mean, all they do is they get a lawyer on the outside. I mean, they don't need the association to, you know, to fight the wars for it. Like most associations today, it's mainly a social organization. They have parties, you know what I mean, and that's it. Strictly social. And we have a scholarship program. We sponsor a class in ballroom dancing. We also sponsor a class in Tai Chi. I think visitors from all over, when they come in and tour this building and see it, they'll definitely be real impressed, because this is history. You know, this is history, this is tradition, and you can't beat tradition. You know, that bed frame could talk. It can tell you a million stories. If that thing, you know, if the walls could talk, they can tell you a million stories.